All right, let's talk about saving money on groceries. We've all heard the usual advice, right? Shop the sales, buy in bulk, and of course, the big one, clip coupons. But what if I told you the best tricks have nothing to do with a pair of scissors?
And that's the absolute truth, isn't it? I mean, who has time for that? Couponing can feel like a part-time job. So today, we're going to get into a much smarter, way faster method to shrink that grocery bill.
So let's just toss that whole myth out the window. The idea that saving serious cash requires hours of prep work. Nope. There's a much better strategy, and it starts the second you walk through those automatic doors.
Because you see, the real game isn't about saving 25 cents on a can of soup. It's about realizing the entire supermarket is playing a game with you. Every single aisle, every shelf, it's all designed for one single purpose, to get you to spend more money.
And this is where it gets really interesting. Your grocery store, it's not just a building full of food. Think of it more like a carefully crafted environment, a sort of psychological playground, designed to steer your choices and your wallet.
Just think about your last trip to the store. Ever notice how the milk, the eggs, the bread, the stuff basically everyone needs is always at the very, very back? That is 100% on purpose. It forces you to walk past all this tempting eye candy, the chips, the cookies, the fancy sodas.
But here's the cool part. Once you know the rules of their game, you can start playing your own. Your mission is no longer just buy food. It's to navigate their layout strategically. It's to become a smarter shopper. So how do you actually pull this off? Well, let's go through your new 5-part playbook. These are 5 simple but seriously powerful hacks to flip the script on the store strategy and put you back in control. Okay, first up is a hack that is so simple, but believe me, it is incredibly effective. It's all about where you look.
The next time you're standing in an aisle, I want you to consciously break your normal habit. Don't just look straight ahead. Force yourself to scan the very top shelf and then the very bottom shelf. Why? Because that, my friends, is where the deals are hiding.
This totally pulls back the curtain on their strategy. See, they put their most expensive, highest profit items right at eye level. That's the prime real estate. But the cheaper store brands or the bulk items, they're often tucked away up high or down low, sometimes for half the cost. It's a bit sneaky, right?
All right, our second play is all about timing. It's not just what you buy, but when you buy it. Every single store runs on a schedule, especially when it comes to perishable stuff. They have specific times, often it's late in the evening or maybe early on a weekday morning, when they start marking down anything that's getting close to its sell-by date.
And listen, we are not talking about small change here. We're talking huge discounts on things you were probably going to buy anyway, like meat, fresh bread from the bakery, produce. If you can learn the rhythm of your local store, you can save an absolute fortune.
Hack number 3. This one requires you to become a bit of a price detective. And honestly, it might be one of the most important plays in the whole book. We're all trained to look at that big, bright sticker price. It's designed to grab your attention. But that number can be really, really deceiving. The real measure of value is actually hidden in plain sight. On almost every price tag on the shelf, there's a smaller number. That's the unit price. It tells you the cost per ounce, or per pound, or per whatever. This is the number you should be comparing, not the big flashy sticker price.
Okay, here's a perfect example. At first glance, product A looks cheaper at $3, right? Easy choice. But wait, check out the unit price. Product B, even though it costs more upfront, is actually cheaper per ounce. See how easily we can get fooled if we only look at that big number?
Time for the 4th play in our playbook, and this one, well, this one's all about embracing a little imperfection.
A lot of stores now have a section for what they call cosmetically challenged produce. You know what I'm talking about. The apple with a little bruise, the slightly weird-shaped carrot. They taste exactly the same, they're perfect for smoothies or soups, but they get sold at a serious discount just because they don't look perfect. And now for our 5th and final hack. And you know what? This one might be the most important because it tackles the psychology of shopping head-on.
Remember how we said all the essentials are at the back of the store? Well, the counter move is simple. Be efficient. Make a list, put your head down, and march directly to the items you need. The less time you spend wandering through those eye candy aisles, the less money you're going to spend on stuff you never meant to buy.
So, after running through our whole playbook, what's the big lesson here? It's really about a fundamental shift in how you even see the grocery store.
It's all about recognizing that you're in a designed environment and then using that knowledge to your advantage. It's about being an active, aware player instead of just a passive consumer. Once you master that mindset, you will see a real, tangible difference in your grocery bill.
So the next time you grab a shopping cart, think about this playbook. What's your first move going to be? Are you going to look high and low, compare that unit price, or maybe just make a beeline for the milk and totally skip the snack aisle? The game is on.